Dang it. What's up, MSFers? Thank you, Dorky Dad, for the raid. I appreciate that very much. I hope that your Crucible went well. I saw that you were saying it was the most insanely intense something Crucible ever. I'm sure you did well. You're one of the best players in the game, in my opinion. So I hope you had fun, first and foremost. What's up, Den Dwellers? Welcome to the Run 7 show, featuring Run 7. That's right, and others today. We're probably going to get some content creators on the horn because I'm doing my Crucible, and unlike Dorky Dad, I need people to help me through that sort of thing. So I'll be bringing a bunch of people on for that. We're also going to be doing a Defense Up review. War this time, going over a war team. I believe it's Jay Wade's war defense we're going to be taking a look at and grading that and making a video. I absolutely love those conversations. We always get a lot of interesting stuff figured out. You guys teach me so many new things. Also, Tana has the video out stating that there will be Alpha Raid 5 requiring some teams, right? Web Warriors, I think, and like Astonishing X-Men. I need to be careful I don't lose my voice. I was screaming at my kid's baseball game last night. So let's, and I don't know anything about anything, right? But let's go under the assumption that that information is 100% accurate, as almost all data mined information is. And that was sarcasm. And then we're, let's talk about it. I want feedback. I want to know how you guys feel about those teams. Finally, I would also like to have a discussion about the new Avengers. And I'm curious, what would make you guys feel better about the new Avengers being, is it the right, the Ronin team? Is that the new Avengers, right? Whatever, the Ronin team. What would make you guys feel better about that team being a required unlock team? What could Scopely do to make that feel better? Because they flexed them to war offense. Are there any other changes that they could make that you guys would like about that team? So those are our starting topics. I'd like to get into that stuff here real quick. But first, let's run down the list. Holy crap, there's a lot going on. What's up, Gnomes? What's up, Anti-Valor? What's up, D-Mac? What's up, Burnsy? What's up, Chiron the Backstabber? What's up, Xander? What's up, Doolam? What's up, Rolf Kieran? What's up, Bendable Straws? What's up, Mr. Wolf? What's up, Zoboy Fresh? Man, we came with that hot raid. This is going to take a minute, isn't it? What's up, Martinez Hayes? What's up, Anti-Valor? What's up, Steven? Did I say what's up to Gnomes? I'm pretty sure I did. What's up, Prince of Peace? What's up, T-Dats? What's up, Elder? What's up, Royalty? What's up, Huggy Bearcat? Resubscribing? Holy crap, you're amazing, Huggy Bearcat. Thank you for that. Also, thank you, Lular Nora. Lulu Arch Nora. Did I get that right? Did you make that name up just to make me look stupid? You know you don't have to try that hard. Thank you for the follow. And thank you for the follow, Shermanator, as well. What's up, Last Starfighter? What's up, Domdell? What's up, Windstorm? Thank you all for showing up. Always appreciate it when you guys say hello. What's up, Cleaning Agent? Just making it in under the wire. All right. Super happy y'all are here. Oh man, I'm gonna be coughing a lot. My voice is already just falling apart. Team spirit for Little League Baseball. Yeah, my son's team got absolutely crushed last night. Absolutely crushed. But it was their first game. They've barely had any practices. Most of the kids on his team, it's 8U, right? So most kids are like 8 and 9 years old, and or 7 and 8 years old, excuse me. And most of the kids on his team have never played baseball before. Like, they don't even know where to throw the ball when the ball comes to them, that sort of thing, right? So it was fun getting to teach them how to do stuff. I was really proud. My son, who's never played baseball before, doesn't know the first thing about it because I never played baseball. He suited up as the catcher and did a damn good job too. And I was really proud of him. I hope he continues the position because I think it's going to be good for him. Anyway, enough bragging about my kids because my kids are freaking awesome and I could go on forever about that. Making NA viable in CC in any fashion, or maybe even add them to these new raids, but the sound of this version will be a little harder than normal alpha. So Anti-Valor, you're talking about putting the new Avengers, giving them like the Alpha 5 tag so that we could use them there as well. I mean, if they did that, we would not be building Web Warriors or the other team. Astonishing X-Men? Axemen, okay. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind that either. Hold on, I'm checking my DMs, Doolum. Booby streamer versus booby streamer. Thanks, Kevin Sanity. Appreciate that. Hey there, Truck Hombre. MG screws it up every month, too. It's my kids' names. I don't mind squeezing a little more use out of Axemen or Web Warriors. Mine are built to that level. I'm not looking forward to asking my alliance mates to build them, though, right? Like, yeah, so for me, this requirement for the Web Warriors is fine. I actually took my Web Warriors into teal gear. I had an OCD moment where 2 of them weren't in the teal gear, and I just brought up the whole team, even though I wasn't even using them anymore. And it brought them all up into, what is it, G16 is teal gear? So that works for me as far as the Web Warriors. The Astonishing X-Men, I wish this would have came out sooner because the Astonishing X-Men have gotten a lot of bonuses previously in some stuff. Oh man, a hat redemption. They got some bonuses in previous like War and Crucible and stuff. And so I would have liked to have seen this before so that when I built them, they were that much better in War and Crucible. Thank you, Anti-Valor. You know what? Seriously though, thank everyone. Thank you to everyone who subbed to my YouTube channel, and thank you for the content creators that have allowed me to come on their streams and their YouTube channels recently. Namely, Mr. Hargrave and Dorky Dad. I was on there this weekend. Completely unaware that I was going to be on those things. Normally, I totally tune out on a Friday night. Like, it's family time for Friday night. So honestly, I got a huge bump in subs after this weekend. So also, thank you, Scopely, for absolutely shitting the bed with that blog post, because that worked out really well for me. I'm thinking about renaming this camera scene Pants Check, so you guys can check to see if I'm wearing pants. Fantastic Four tag and raids. Yeah, he's definitely waiting for it, isn't he? Axemen take way too many good uniques as mutants. I agree. The Axemen one is the Axemen one is really hard for me to bite into. So this tag kind of rewards the big spenders, the early game players. Like it kind of rewards the upper crust of the community, because those are the people that have those teams built or built to it. Those are the people who want to get into those raids right now, and they'll be able to just jump right into it. And correct me if I'm wrong, I literally just watched the Tana video 15 minutes ago and skimmed through it. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Is it saying that there are going to be blue ISO 5 ions rewarded in that? Because that's going to be huge. And so that would really help that upper tier of the player base. And honestly, we've had a lot of discussions about mid-game and early game and free-to-play and everything. And I'm kind of like, on this one, I'm kind of leaning towards, maybe this is okay. There's still, and what if it's this? What if Alpha 5... What if Alpha 5 is like all those other tags and the very last sections are like Web Warriors over here, Axemen over here, and then the boss node is either or, right? Kind of like how tech raids are in incursions right now. I don't have a tech raid team that goes through that. I have 5 tech characters that can barely clean up after somebody smashes 80% of it away.
Not at all. Not any fucking planet.
Prince of Peace doesn't like that, huh? What if they put those at the very end to allow your alliance mates to kind of carry you through it, right? I'm just saying that wouldn't be so bad, in my opinion, if those nodes were at the very end. Man, chat is going by so fast. Hold on, I'm gonna try and catch up a little bit. Jubilee is the black cat unique. I didn't even know that. Get some variety in the Web Warrior uniques. That's right, it's all gonna be the same. I never thought about that. See, because like I haven't built my Axemen, nor have I thought about it, so I haven't really looked at those uniques. And I already built my Web Warriors a long time ago, and you guys know that I can't remember what happened 30 minutes ago, let alone, 3 months ago, 6 months or a year ago? Well, that's a long ways ago. Shocking that they would reward the upper end player. I mean, Tomander, I just think that we've seen a lot of stuff happen recently for some of the newer players in free to play and stuff. I'm not saying, I don't know, like I don't know, like I guess I'm just not as upset with this, and I'm wondering if there's something that they could do to continue this course, but maybe make it a little more palatable for people. Like if they had those nodes at the end, giving people more time or allow their alliance mates to carry them or whatever, would that be an acceptable trade-off? If they had an event on the release of alpha raids that gave out those specific mini uniques for those 2 teams, like in abundance, would that help lessen the blow? Because for me, building that Axemen team, that's gold right there. For me, that's gold that really hurts for me. I don't know about the gear. It's the gold that's killing me. Doolam resubscribed with Prime. Thank you, Doolam. You're freaking amazing. Doolam, you're probably going to be on voice here in another 45 minutes or so, right? Oh, wow, an hour. That's right. I started early because we got so much to go over. Thing and Coulson is just awkward on the NA team, in my opinion. I would rather have new tunes. I mean, but Prince of Peace, if it's a 5 new tunes, I mean, I see what you're saying. So Thing and Coulson are so old and outdated. They are either not built on newer rosters, or they're like mine, gear tier 11 or 12 is where they were sitting at. So they might as well be a 5-piece new character team because of the investment that I needed to put into them. So I get that. Doesn't everyone have a big APOC already? Oh, shut up, cleaning agent. I'm pretty sure that's a dig at me. He's like, oh yeah, everybody's got one. I'm so cool with my big APOC. That's so it is the blue 5 ions, and I need them badly too. So if the blue 5 ions are in that raid, let's check out and see what I've got for Web Warriors and see. Okay, so I'm good on the Web Warriors. I'm happy. I will do this. This is fine. I can do Web Warriors all day, and maybe that's just the lane I'm assigned to. I'm just wondering, are there enough people out there like me who have one or some of those teams and can make it work, that they can pick a lane and their alliance mate can pick the other lane, and that maybe this isn't such a big deal? Okay, I'm just gonna read highlighted stuff because I'm so far behind. What is this argument? Newer players aren't doing Alpha 5. That's another point, right? If you're not even there yet, what are you complaining about? I mean, you could put one of these, you could wait for this to come into play and find out that, the minimum requirement is it, and you could use bits and pieces of both teams, and maybe a lot of people already have like a Jubilee in the teal gear and like 3 of the 5 Web Warriors in teal gear, so they just got to bring up like Beast, and then it would be fine, and that would work, you know? So I think people who aren't even ready for Alpha 5 should probably sit back and wait this conversation out. I'm not telling you to be quiet. I know that over the weekend I called people some entitled whining babies, and I do. That was probably harsh. I was probably pretty sensitive after a really roller coaster ride of a weekend. I was probably pretty sensitive. I'm not telling people that they shouldn't complain. I think people just need to think about their complaints critically and voice their opinions in a professional way. And I didn't think that that particular topic needed as much complaining. So that's what I have to say about that. It would reward new players to keep upgrading Web Warriors and amenities into the late game and start working on BMU ISO 5 for APOC. This will be a better curve into late game than dropping G15 teams and working on the next versions. So, so one thing also, I just completely lost my train of thought. Moving on. I think Alpha 5 is going to be a bridge for mid-game players from Doom to Alpha 5, then into new incursions. These players need away these blue islands since leaderboards are gone. And endgame players may have to go back, add a little to our teams. I'm for it. Anything to make Greek raids more rewarding is a bonus for me. We all don't have to get the endgame stuff right away. Look at Gamma. Every team there is basically reworked one way or another, and secret defenders just got added. Eventually, people will be able to get in one way or another and stop apologizing. You sincerely, way too nice bastard. That's one way to call me a bastard. So here's another thing to consider. I had to build this team. I don't feel bad if other people have to build it too. I had to build this team and now I'm gonna use it. So it's okay for me. However, on the other hand, we have the astonishing X-Men, which I have 1 in the teal and 4 in the orange, even low orange, right? That's gonna be a little bit of gold over here and a lot of gear that I don't want to spend. But I get to use them and they'd be of value to me. I'm not sure this is such a bad thing personally, but like I said, I want to read what you guys have to say about it. Fuck peasants, feel the burn. We all had to build Web Warriors and X-Men. Exactly, Seabassy. Exactly. G16 Web Warriors is trash. Ain't gonna happen in my roster. Absolutely not happening. Well, Windstorm, what about the Axemen? Would you go that route? Are you okay with, like, would you find a way to get your alliance to carry you through that section and just not build this team? Like, could we communicate with our alliance members to work around this stuff? Make Guardians the Alpha 5 requirement. That'll shut them up, right? I'm almost there. I can do it in a week. Web Warriors and Axemen required for Alpha 5 is another decrease in agency. Scopely keeps saying they are going to increase agency when. That's a good point, Steven. That's an accurate point. We need to see how this works, right? Because there is a point at which they need to kind of convince us to build stuff that we don't necessarily want to build, but they can't strangle us. So I do think that maybe it'll start out with these, but then they'll add some more tags to it. I think, would you guys consider, is the Web Warriors in the Time Heist? I believe Axemen are. There you go. It's in the Time Heist. It's a bad thing because they said gear recommendations at gear tier 14, but then it requires G16 to enter. Well, it is data mines, Duelim, so obviously they're not as accurate as I like to brag about. I use Axemen at the end of gamma raids still too. I use Web Warriors in some raids. A bunch of different raids I use my Web Warriors. He's challenging your villain arc. I am the biggest flip-flopper in MSF, you guys. You need to understand, you can definitely change my opinion about things. In fact, I like to take a day or two before I respond to anything. I like to hear everybody's opinion because there are a lot of really smart people in this game, playing the game, making content on Discord, and I like to skim through all of that and hear all of those other opinions and ideas that I didn't think of before I put out my opinion, because my first instinct to this data mine was that Axemen and Web Warriors could be worse. A lot of people built them and they're going to get value out of them. A lot of people are close to them and don't have to build them too far. This might affect the way you go into DD6 depending on what lane you get. It's going to depend on where they're placed in the raids. If these are the first nodes in the raids, it could be kind of a shit show. I'm not sure. Maybe not, though. Maybe there's enough people out there that those of us who are doing Alpha 5 can leapfrog over. Like, half the Alliance has this shit, the other half get the next nodes. I'm not really sure. That's exactly right, Duelim. I play whichever side of the fence pays more. That's 100% nailed it. That's right. You got to come out looking good on top. So you wait. You don't want to be the first person to say something because it might turn out to be something stupid. And honest to God, if it's me saying it first, it's like 90% chance it's going to be something stupid. I honestly, I don't like to voice my opinion very often. I really don't. I don't like to voice my opinion on a lot of things, at least not until I've heard what everybody has to say. Because, I mean, if you ask the people, if you ask the envoys, like when they ask a question in there and I immediately respond, it is probably the dumbest response in that entire thread. I guarantee it. So I always wait until there's like 15 or 16 responses and I read through it and I go, oh, that's right. Oh, then there's that. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Because otherwise I look like an idiot. I like new Avengers right where they're at, nearly skippable. I'm level 80, G15 them, but that's it. I'll get a 4 yellow star unlock and I'm cool with that for a raid character. Royalty, that's kind of the angle I'm taking on new Avengers. I hope they have a new Warriors and Secret Avengers node too. Keep recycling those raid teams. You know what, Jabam? What if they added a third team to this list and that team was on both sides? So let's say, I don't know anything, guys. Let's just say that we have Web Warriors on one side and we have Axemen on the other side and they both do the boss. What if we put one overriding team on both of them and it be, say, I don't know, like a war defense team that's newer, like Infestation or something. I know Infestation's already got some of this stuff going on for it, but something else. Like, there you go, Bionic Avengers. Let's give Bionic Avengers a little bit more value. Put Bionic Avengers on both. I think that's a great idea, Ruvar. Because look, look, I think honestly, this strikes a chord with me. I think this sounds like a great idea. I think there's a lot of people with a Bionic Avengers like this. Or a minion team like Ravagers. I'm just waiting for the aim rework so my alliance can finally do Gamma 5 raid. Bionic Avengers will be in beta 5. Oh, you're because they're global, right? They're global. So you'll already get to use them, huh? Well, still, but we need something else so it's not a strict one-team access for a certain node. So, what do you guys think? Is there a mod in here who knows how to do a poll? Because I don't know how to do a poll. I've been streaming for like 4 years and I have no idea how to do a poll on Twitch. So, if somebody knows how to do a poll, I'd like to know, what do you guys think would be better? Adding one team to both nodes, adding 2 teams, 1 to each node, or doing something else entirely. I don't even know how to make someone a mod. / poll in chat. Let's try that out. Rorix with the advice. Here we go. It's not doing anything for me. / poll. Open a setup menu to create a poll. Yes, I would like that. Why is it not? It's not giving me. I don't know. It's not working for me. It might be because I'm on a different platform than how that's supposed to function. Anyway, I am pushing enter. Oh, there. Okay, sorry. I had to push enter another time. Best fix for Alpha 5. Add BA to both lanes. Add, what's another team that I could add to both lanes, to the lanes? Secret Avengers. Okay. Add SA to both lanes. Add, whoops, let's make it fair. Add new of it. No, it's new Avengers to both lanes. And add more individual tags to add tags to individual lanes. I'm gonna put a capital L. It stands for lanes. I don't have enough room. All right, there. That's the first poll I've ever done myself, so don't laugh at me. I'm just curious if any of this would interest you guys. More minion-only nodes? I don't know, Jabam. I guess I should have put that in there. This is off the cusp. But I'm kind of curious. With the polls up, I'm kind of curious what would make this better as far as, adding stuff into it for Alpha 5. Just give us the original Alpha raid requirements. I mean, if you guys really think that the original Alpha raid requirements is something that you want me to pass along to the developers, I will. For me, that sounds boring. I would like different requirements on the next section. Off the cusp, isn't that what I said, Updog? You think it would be better to just keep the original Alpha requirements? And see, I disagree. I would like to change it up a little bit. Alpha is so forgettable for me. The cuff. Off the cuff. Oh, that's how I do it. Thank you. Okay. All right, I'll pass it along, Windstorm. I'll pass it along. I'll literally tell them, Windstorm says that we need the original requirements extended into harder lanes. Well, it sounds like we've got some pretty decent rewards, Seabassy. Assuming everything in the data mines is accurate. I 100% agree that the amount of agency by prescribing 2 teams, and I'm assuming it's 1 team each lane, is terrible. I'm assuming that it's 1 team each lane, and that takes away agency, and they, at the very least, need to add something to that. What if they added teams, added characters to those tags? Shit, that's a good idea. I should have put that in the poll. What if they added other characters to the Web Warrior tag and made the Web Warrior team bigger, right? What if they gave Big Time the Web Warrior tag? What if they gave, I don't know, any of the other Spider Peoples? What if they put Spider Woman on the Web Warrior tag? What about that? Open it up to Spider-Verse in general? That would be pretty huge. I mean, I like that, but I think that then no one would do it. Okay, it looks like add Bionic Avenger to both lanes is what we've got. The best fix for Alpha 5, it looks like by only 38%. Why can't I expand this? Oh, there it goes. So either add Bionic Avengers to both lanes or add tags to individual lanes. Basically, everybody wants to add some shit to it regardless. Okay. And then global tech instead of Bionic Avengers. I would like it to be these teams. Then add the teams that are going out, SA, Bionic Avengers, Invaders, and Rebirth eventually. Yeah, we have Spider-Verse and Gamma. You're right, Updog. I kind of like just maybe adding 1 or 2 characters to the Web Warrior tag would be cool. All right. I'll pass this information along. I didn't vote for Bionic Avengers. Mine's under 200K. What's up, Todd? I love Todd. Always does what I ask. He always comes in here and says hello to me. He makes sure I see it too. I always know that Todd's hanging out because every time he shows up, he says, "What's up, Run 7?" I love it. I love knowing Todd's here. The raids are done and were tweaked accordingly. They are not doing shit. Hey, Seabassy, we've seen that we can get some pretty fast change. And so far, this is data mined information that has not been given to the envoy, or maybe it has, I haven't really looked. And so there might be time for us to give some feedback and get at least some tweaks to it. So to say they're just not gonna do shit and give up, I think that's a bad idea. They want Greeks to force people to expand their roster, not use the same teams they already use in incursions. Well, if we ask them to add 187 tags to both sides of that raid, we might get them to make some kind of an additional entry into it that could provide some relief to certain players, right? I do kind of think, Juicy, that like the envoys could scream their heads off about this and get an inch or 2 on this one. But that's what I want to know is like, which way do you guys want me to try and push them? Instead of Axemen, do X-Men trait? That might be too wide open, Emma Frost, because everybody's just gonna use their unlimited team. Like, but then again, if the unlimited team doesn't perform well there, then maybe it'll be okay to do that. That's another point, Daywalker. You could. I'm not complaining about it. I'm okay with this, but there are other people who do have concerns that they really want it to be building for DD6, and it distracts from that because there's just too important a gear, especially on that mutant side. There you go, Rorix. Still characters we like, but not everyone has maxed out already. I'd like to say I think Bionic Avengers are still good. They still have value. I understand they are not the best team out there. I think they're a pretty good I use them in war all the time when somebody's stupid enough to put Web Warriors on defense, because then I can go in, target Gwen, hit auto, go make a sandwich. How about Symbiotes, since Surfer is coming and was a good raid team? If we don't know that the Symbiote Surfer is going to get the Symbiote tag, okay? I mean, Kevin Sandy, I agree that that's a cool idea, but you're making an assumption on that. I really need to privately read the blog embargo channel and Envoy server. This is why I don't read it, Updog, because I don't want to make a mistake and talk about something I don't know. And so that's why I'm not reading it, because I don't want to know what's embargoed. Then I can't make a mistake. If they require Axemen, are you okay telling people they should build them? I'm not. If it is like I am assuming it is, with Web Warriors on one side and Axemen on the other side, and there's ISO 5 ions in there, then I would say if you're like me and your Axemen are close, it might be worth it. I think it's going to be who's in your alliance. Like for me, I would end up taking the Web Warrior side, and maybe somebody else in my alliance could take the Axemen side. Yeah, like it depends on your alliance and what they're pushing to do, what you already have in your roster, who what the rewards are. Like if they're gonna give you like 10 ions or something, then no, this is garbage. But if they're gonna give you like 50,000 ions a raid, then that's gonna really progress me into getting my big APOC. Since we're talking about City Global, Global Cosmic crossover nodes, why do they have City Global Bio and Global Cosmic mutant tags? Broad enough to be theory crafting without forcing a particular team. Right, so the rest of the raid is broad enough that you can mix and match and craft the team that you want, and it's fine. It's whatever nodes are going to be specific to these teams. So, I don't know. Okay, what if it's Web Warriors and Astonishing X-Men on both sides? So the people who have 3 Web Warriors already in the teal gear and 2 of the Astonishing X-Men already in the teal gear can just get in and use that 5-piece mix and match team. You know? I mean, that might be something. Crap, Chiron, you're right. I need to be blitzing while I talk. Okay, I've beaten this one to death. I want to talk about the new Avengers. Is there a way that you guys think that the new Avengers could be a better team than, is it the new Avengers? Not the, yeah, this is the Secret Defenders. This is the Secret Defenders right here. The new Avengers, the Ronin team with Mockingbird, Mockingjay as I like to call her. Do you guys think that making them war offense, war defense was enough? Or would you like them to be opened up to a broader range, like make them usable in Crucible or make them usable everywhere? Or maybe, like, I wish that they would rework Mockingbird's kit to take advantage of all of the shield minions. Like, it just goes to, like, all shield characters, in fact. Right? Then do stuff like give Deathlock the shield tag, give Graviton the shield tag because he's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then you make Mockingbird work everywhere. She's not a super powerful character. She's not game-breaking by any means. But if she affected all those other characters, you could have a lot of fun theory crafting with her and doing some interesting stuff. So I think that would be kind of cool. give Hawkeye the new Avengers tag and I'm sated. Well, Dorky Dad's the lover of Hawkeye right there. So I'm wondering what you guys think if there's something you could do to make it more palatable, because I have been shouting from the rooftops that I absolutely hate that they made the new Avengers required, because I'm not looking at war right now. I'm looking to save on gear and save on gold. I need a team to skip. And so I was going to not build new Avengers at all. And now I have to build them at least to unlock levels, hoping that the legendary that they unlock is a raid legendary that works well at low stars. That's the path I'm hoping that's the eye of the needle I'm hoping to thread now. And they'd make me feel a lot better doing something to the team to make them better. Give Tigra the A-Force tag. The Hawkeye rework was Ronin. Yeah, I used to like back in the day when the AIM team was out. I liked Graviton when he first released. He was fun for just like a minute. Give Black Widow and Jessica Jones the NA tag. That's a thing, right? I could get behind building my Black Widow. I could get behind building my Jessica Jones a little bit more. The Barton agenda for the win. Hawkeye homeless. All right, I'm going to open this up. While I blitz, I'm going to open this up to the content creators to jump in on voice. You guys know where the voice channel is. I'm going to go in there. If you're one of the people that I've been talking to behind the scenes and would like to join us on voice and you don't yet have the tag, jump into the lobby. I'll drag you in and then I'll get you the tag. We'll get talking about this. I'm going, Doolam. I'm going. I know what you're about to say. There. Oh, you know what, Doolam? I'm going to share a different screen with you. I'm going to share this screen with you. That way you can hear what's going on. I'm going to bring down the music volume here a little bit. Because I know Doolam was about to be like, hey, Ron, could you please share your screen? He's always first to tell me. How's it going, Doolam? What's up, Up Dog?
Hey, what's up?
How would you guys make Run 7 feel better about the new Avengers? Old Man Logan would be fantastic, Prince of Peace. I like Logan. Rolf Kieran, is that you?
Hello there.
There it is. So, tell me, guys, what would you do to make me happy about building new Avengers?
Well, I guess what do you value the most? Like, would you rather than be flexed into raids and war, or what do you think?
Okay, I think you solve two birds with one stone, and you put the new Avengers tag on one side or both sides of this Alpha 5 raid. And that's two birds with one stone. I'm like, okay, now instead of wasting my gear on the Astonishing X-Men, I'm wasting my gear on the new Avengers, which to me is a waste. I know other people don't feel it's a waste. Other people are excited about war or whatever. But for me, the team is a waste. So instead of having to waste my gear on two different teams, I can now just focus on one.
But you're taking...
Yeah, Dorky Dad, come on in and chill hard.
You're taking characters from level 1 all the way up to 85, if you go that route, though, right?
Well, the new Avengers I have to build up to an unlockable level. I'm going to level 75, gear tier 14, whatever the gear associated with level 75 is. And Euros World, I gave you the administrative ability to enter. Oh, and Mongooli's in here as well. Okay. Yeah, and Dorky Dad, if you want to jump in here and give me your 2 cents as well, I'm curious to find out this information. There he is. Dorky Dad's in here too.
I'm here to fight everybody.
Okay, let's hear the shill direction. The Scopely #1 shill over here. For those of you who are in my chat and don't know me, I am totally sarcastic when I make fun of Dorky Dad for being a shill. He's actually one of my favorite content creators for Marvel Strike Force. I have a great amount of respect for him. I just like to poke him once in a while. So what do you think?
I think New Avengers are perfectly fine, and no one's been able to test them yet, and no one's been able to see the team live yet except on the strike time. So why is everyone freaking out already?
Because so much of their kits are locked behind war. And
so is Shadowlands, so is Marauders, so is Yours for Hire, so are all these teams that we built up, and then eventually they become super useful elsewhere. This team is already coming in. It was a war defense team. They already backed down and made it a war offense team. Mind you, I think they did that for themselves because they couldn't code it so that when they said war things are active in this trial, they couldn't code it so the war defense things would over. So it's already usable in war offense. Now it unlocks a legendary character, and they have new stats that are usable in Dark Dimension 6. Not every team can be Secret Defenders. You don't want every team to be Gamma. You don't want every team to be Secret Defenders. You don't want every team to be fucking Death Seed. If every team is that good, then you can never, ever, ever half build something. Most players can half build this team, have an amazing war offense team, unlock the legendary, and probably get the legendary at pretty good stars, because most people aren't going to build this to gear tier 17 like I am, or like people in Onslaught, where none of you are going to compete for top 50 anyway. Most of you aren't going to compete for top 500. So why do you care so much? Build the team so that it's usable. You have an amazing war team. You get the legendary unlock. C'est la vie.
You're forgetting one thing though. Before they were made a requirement to unlock what is probably going to be a important character, I was going to spend absolutely nothing on this team and love it. That's what I'm upset about. So once I have to build them to a certain level, all that stuff becomes true. But it doesn't take into account my precious feelings about the team and wanting to have skipped them entirely because the bottlenecks are so incredibly stringent lately. I just needed a team to skip, and this was supposed to be it, and now it's not. What you say is true, and I will be building them to a minimum level to get my unlock of the character, and you're right, a lot of people are gonna do what I'm doing and not be competitive and everything. But I think like a little bit of something would make me feel better. And like for me, my personal feelings would be allow Mockingbird to be used everywhere, because she wouldn't be meta. She wouldn't break the game or change anything. And she would be really fun to theorycraft with all those older, outdated tunes that we're not using. And I think that could be cool. I don't think that these characters should be the Secret Defenders. I don't want them to be amazing, but I would like 1 or 2 of them to be useful outside of war for me. And all those teams that you listed, like the Shadowlands and stuff, none of those teams I ever ended up using. Maybe I didn't build them big enough, but for me, like the Heroes for Hire, I tried not to build that at all. I notoriously avoided building Shang-Chi, which turned out to be a mistake. And so I never did use those teams anywhere else because they're not at a usable level for me. So I wanted this team to be at the bottom of my roster and just save those resources for other things.
Your example on Mockingbird, she's shield tagged, right? So you can use her in those nodes on Gamma already. She's global, so you can use her in the alpha lanes. She's skills, so you can use her in the beta lanes. Where else do you want to use? Does every character need to flex to both Crucible and War? Do they need to flex to War and Raids? Do they need to flex to War and Arena? Where do we expect all these characters to find that extra use? If you wanted to use her in the Greek Raids, you 100% can. She's going to be doing healing. She has new character stats. She will be 100 times better than Maria, even with all of her stuff tied behind War. Even if she's only healing all allies for 5% on her special, on her ultimate, she's still summoning the shield medic on her ultimate. She's still flipping 2 random negative effects on all the shield members. She's flipping everything on the new Avengers. So if you bring Ronin with you into the beta nodes where a skill, you're still going to get that done. I think, yes, there's a lot tied behind War, but that is because War is ruled by kits. War is the place where you could do the biggest, spiciest punch-ups, and that's why so much of the craziness of this team is hidden. But if you're just talking about Greek raids, if you're just talking about, I guess that's it, Greek raids, then you're going to be completely fine. I guess my question is, where else did you expect to use this team?
I didn't expect to use them anywhere. That's the thing. I expected them to sit at the bottom of my roster and be completely untouched. But because I have to use them, I would like to, avoid building my Astonishing X-Men and go ahead and let me use them all throughout this new Alpha 5 raid or something. That's my point. Once they made me required to build them, now I want more out of them because they did a thing that was cool for a lot of people, but not cool for me. I just wasn't interested in using them in War. I don't want I don't want them to be great. I want them to be absolute garbage and just pass them up altogether. But I can't pass them up altogether. I do have to spend a lot of gold. That's my biggest thing. Not so much the gear, because I'm not going to take them to gear tier 16. I'm not going to be using them in Alpha 5 because I'm not going to put teal gear on them. So it doesn't matter where their tags are in there for me, actually. It's the gold that I have to spend on this team, and I'm frustrated because I don't have any gold. So I guess what they could really do to make me happy is not even just continue the course, but whatever secondary team they use in the trials that they're in, let's say it's let's say it's Shadowlands or whatever. Let's just make Shadowlands work almost as well so that I can just continue using my Shadowlands team where they're built, you know? And then I'm happy. Then I don't have to touch this new team. I can skip them and not waste so much gold.
Well, you just stole my thunder on that one.
So I agree with what Dorky said, right? I do think Dorky has a good point in this team. We shouldn't expect every team to be like a Darkhold. We should never expect every team to be able to flex to 2 or 3 or 4 game modes.
Right.
I agree with that. I don't agree with, I will say that building Shadowlands, I never did that. Didn't care to. I never cared to build Underworld either. I haven't really lost much sleep over both of those. The only thing for Underworld is I'd want Mr. Negative and Kingpin because they're kind of niche in Cosmic Crucible to take out a Infinity Watch. But other than that, I haven't lost out much. The problem I'm seeing people have issues with is they made a team a requirement for a Scourge. And if they're going to make a team a requirement for Scourge, I think that ups the tier of team that they need to be able to do to be able to flex into other game modes if you are forcing us to build them. When we had to build Web Warriors, they were great for raids, so we didn't have an issue with that. When we had to build Heroes Guardian, I think that was kind of meh, because they were only war defense and they were kind of a meh war defense, honestly. Young Avengers have turned into a long-lasting team, which I enjoy that about Young Avengers, because we're able to use them in multiple modes. We use them in CC. We've gotten value out of that. War Dogs, we've gotten value in CC. We've gotten value in War, and we got value in Scourge as well. I think the value just isn't there with them outside of War, and I think that's where people are complaining. I don't think they should be a Darkhold. I don't think they should be.
I agree. I don't want them. I didn't want them to be great. I wanted them to suck terribly bad and just not touch them.
Correct. And I'm okay with I like the reworks. The reworks are good. The issue is the reworks only benefit veterans and people who have massive accounts. Reworks screw players like me who have the leanest roster possible without having to build the crappy tunes. My Coulson is level 1. My Thing is level 70, and as of 2 days ago, he was level 1. That is
So you are basically building a 5-man team from scratch, whereas day one players and Kraken spenders and stuff, they're building a 3-piece team and just brushing up on those 2.
And I'm still having to build the new tunes that are coming out. So I just got 2 extra tunes put on my plate that are not on other people's plate who had the benefit of being around when they were useful.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Yeah,
issue.
but from the other perspective, someone who's been playing for 4 years, why shouldn't they get rewarded for playing for 4 years by finally getting a tune that they built years ago reworked?
That's a good point as well.
Right. No, I absolutely agree with that. But I think the issue is for anybody, say, that has people at level 1, there should be some sort of catch-up mechanic for those people so they don't get screwed out of, if they want to take them to level 95 gear tier 17, they don't get screwed out of 40 million gold, 20 million per tune to be able to be competitive in their favorite game mode. Because right now, I did the math, and I have to not buy any G18s in the store for 50 days to be able to take these tunes up because I love Scourge.
So let me push back. Let me push back because you just said you said you have to build them for level 1. What's the gold cost to go from level 1 to level 70, where most people have these characters
only.
parked?
It's a quarter of the overall cost.
Yeah, absolutely,
It's not a quarter. No. It's not a quarter.
Like,
it's about a sixth.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's nothing.
That's why I'm only taking the team to level 75. After that, the gold cost becomes exponential.
But that's my point. The rework is not. We are also building characters up at 18 million gold cost instead of 20 million gold cost. The difference is it's not half.
Right.
We're not halfway there on you. Also, you can argue the T4. I'll give you the T4 argument. We have the T4s on them already. Fine. They also put an event in where you leveling those characters from 1 to 70 is vastly helping you expedite through that event through us.
That's true. That benefits the people who have them sitting at the bottom of their roster. Mine were already at 60, so I spent from 60 to 75 on Coulson and Thing.
So we had to pay 10 million gold to get 2 million gold. How is that a good return on our investment? And then we got the teal orbs, which I do like the teal orbs. Those are good. But other than ranking them up, which most people already had them at 7 stars, I was lucky enough I still had Thing at 3 stars or 4 stars, whatever. I never leveled them up. But you're not benefiting from that all that much unless you're taking them all the way to 95 and it be able to rank them up and getting the new tunes.
At least you're getting any return on investment at all.
I agree with that. I agree you're getting at least a little return, but I think the 40 million gold you have to put into them is negligible compared to the 2 million gold we're getting in return. And
okay, but you're putting 40 million into it. We're putting 36 million into it.
But you guys aren't building everything else to the point we're at. You guys are almost done at the point of everything's level 90, 95 usable. We're not.
No.
Run doesn't have Nowhere built. Run doesn't have Black Cat built. Run doesn't have Secret Defenders built. They're still 2 teams behind when you guys are able to prioritize the new team coming out. That's the issue.
Most of the people that I ran with had Coulson and Thing still at level 70. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that you're saying it's 40 million gold to bring those 2 characters up plus training materials. I'm saying it's 36 million gold for everyone else who already had them at 70.
So could we agree that aside from the Uber Krakens that literally have everything maxed on their roster and they're just not really part of this equation anyways, that whether you're a day 1 player, big spender, or you're a much newer player, the cost difference is approaching negligible, is what you're saying, right, Dorky Dad?
I'm saying the gold and trading material cost difference is approaching negligible when it's characters that were parked at level 70.
Yeah,
I can agree with that when it's put like that. I can agree with that when you put it that way. That's fair.
I mean, if you're saying that 1 to 70 is 1/6 of the cost, then okay, I guess I don't feel so bad because I took mine from 60 to 75. But what I'm saying is one thing they did do is they took away agency. They told us that if we want to get this legendary unlocked, we're gonna have to build this team, unless for some reason the other team turns out to be really good, and we've seen that before. I think it was the Morbius and his team.
Dark Hunters.
Yeah, they were decently effective in their, I think it was a Scourge that they were in with the Web Warriors. They were okay. I mean, obviously there was a winning team there, but they were usable, you know? And so if they give me a usable secondary team, and then maybe I can just use the New Avengers as a SAC team and then go in there with, whatever other team I have, the Young Avengers or whatever, then I guess that's okay. I'm just saying, originally I saw this team as a war defense team and I got excited. I got excited because I didn't have to build them. And it was a great opportunity for me to finally pass on something and save some gold. And I would just like for Scopely to allow us a couple of legendary characters once in a while, or not legendary, a couple of luxury characters once in a while. And this was going to be a great opportunity for me And so I look at it as if they could make this team at least more fun for me, which opening up Mockingbird's kit to all of the shield minions and allowing her to be used everywhere, that kind of sounds like fun. Totally luxury stuff, but I think it sounds kind of fun to me, so that would be pretty cool.
That'd be nice to make it feel a lot better bringing her into DD6 as well.
DD6, yeah. Yeah, and I'm not building. I'm not going to build him for DD6. I'm not building him for DD6.
No,
I just think.
I'm just saying Mockingbird because the global options are kind of trash.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking. I guess I got my first 5 picked out, and I'm so far away from that too that it's an issue. But see, you guys are already starting to kind of change my mind a little bit on this subject. I still hate the new Avengers, and I hate that I'm forced to build them. But understanding the difference in the amount spent from people at the top, people at the middle, people at the bottom, and that price difference isn't as drastic, that kind of changes my opinion on it a little bit. At least we're all kind of in the same boat on that one. And then with maybe should I go anti-venom?
Run.
What?
How many luxury tunes do you want a patch? One a patch.
One a patch would be, actually, honestly, one every other patch would be fine with me.
Just had big time. That was the luxury tune. That was your skippable tune that you didn't have to build.
Okay.
That's what you want.
All right. I see. Tune, it's just come on to Run 7's show and bash him in front of all of his friends.
I completely I agree with the idea because
Glad
we
you
do
caught up,
need.
Run.
I do like the luxury tunes because I liked when Mr. Negative came out because I saw that and went, I don't have to build him. I don't have to build Underworld.
Yeah.
I don't have to build Nobu. The
Yeah.
only reason I have Nobu 7 stars was to unlock Phoenix. I didn't care after that point.
And you know what? I wanted to build the Underworld team because I'm a big fan of Taskmaster, and I had a 7 red Taskmaster, and I was all excited. I didn't have the resources to do it, and I had to make that choice. But I was allowed that choice. So, I don't know. I mean, what would you guys say if they made a different newish team, the other team that goes for the unlock? Just whatever's
that they chose the wrong team to build when the other one is clearly better, because it's going to be impossible to balance it around one team is better is just as good as the other, because the tunes that they're going to put on it are either going to screw over team A or screw over team B.
Yeah,
it's going to be really hard to be able to balance it in a way where both teams are viable. And then people, even if both teams are equally viable 50-50, people are still going to complain because, oh, well, I built Team A because everybody said Team A, and then they told us Team B 3 weeks later, but then Team B turned out to be great, and I skipped them, and they're way better. And then when I watched Dorky's video, that's all he used, and I wasted 100 million gold on Team A. So somebody's going to bitch no matter what.
Yeah, those shield minions, man. Shield minions.
Is it the second team that comes out is better? That's the real kick in the balls right there.
I've been bugging them to find out what the secondary team is.
I really want to know. I really want to know. That's going to change a lot.
Embracing his villain role.
It's going to join this. It would have to be a war team, right?
It has to be a war team.
Kind of. So here's the thing. For new Avengers are going to be amazing in war. For this team to be anywhere near as good, it would have to be a war team as well, or something crazy like Secret Defenders or maybe Infinity Watch. It'd have to be something nutty like that for it to even come close. So what war teams haven't been chosen yet, and where, like Gamma? I guess Gamma, if that was chosen, that'd be
Shadowlands. A lot of T4 investment.
For hire, but that's war defense. That doesn't work.
Shadowlands.
Nowhere was already chosen. Ravagers were already chosen. I just Young Avengers. I don't understand which. Or not. I don't understand. I don't foresee whatever team that they add to this adding any value besides possibly another burn attack like Sinister Six served as.
Well, my hope is that it does unlock a raid legendary character. They have been notorious for working well at low stars, and I think that would be pretty good, because then at least I can just squeak by, get that character unlocked, and then again, also with the Black Cat trials, right? Those people who got to 7 stars right off the bat, they're gonna have to be pushing hard the next time they go around. I won't have to worry about that with this new Avenger team, because I'm gonna be unlocking at like 4 stars and just inching my way up every time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I just shouted anybody down. No, you're good.
No, yeah, you're fine, Dorky Dad.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
I just like the Dorkies being the villain. I think you should keep that with the beautiful baby in your arms at the same time. It really offsets it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
It's
Doctor
just-
Evil kind of feel.
It's an impossible situation to be mad about, in my opinion, because I get that players.
Oh, don't tell the MSF community that it's impossible to be mad. Don't you dare.
No, I'm just saying. You say you want to skip character, and I'm like, okay, but does Scopely want you to skip a character?
Of course they don't,
No,
but I'm requiring them to use imagination, skill, and creativity to make a character that is so interesting. Even though I don't need them, I want to build them. That was the Underworld team for me. I ended up building Underworld way bigger than I ever could afford to because I thought they were so cool and fun to use. I don't look at this team and find them cool and fun to use. Tigra is absolutely not on my. I didn't even know she was a Marvel character. I honest to God thought she was part of the Thundercats. Like I didn't know what this was about. Ronan is cool, but he's not anything. Like I kind of think Mockingbird was a cooler Marvel character than Ronan personally, and she's not. She's kind of one of the lackluster members of this team. So I don't know.
So the issue is I don't have a problem with not having skippable tunes. I just want an economy that supports us at least being able to take every tune up to 85 or 90 easily or affordably.
Now we're back to the gold discussion.
Yeah, so can we touch on
It's not
that?
even gold. It's not even just. I'm fine on gold. The only reason I ran out of gold is because I was buying G18s. That's the only thing, and I'm fine with that because the G18s are premium right now, and they're going to keep them in the supply store for at least another 2 months till they throw them in the CC store. That's what's going to happen. I'm fine with that. I get it. The problem is not having the T4s because a lot of these new tunes have turned into T4 heavy tunes. Everybody takes 3 to 4 now. These 1 T4 teams, these 1 T4 tunes don't really exist anymore since Nowhere came out. Nowhere was almost every T4. The reworks is what's really hurting the T4s because Coulson's special, ult, and passive look useful. His basics dog shit, don't do it. And then I think it was Thing's special would be kind of luxury and his passive is almost a necessity. So that's another like 1,100 T4s that I don't have right now to put into a team that's going to make them usable for a Scourge and in War. That's another bottleneck that I'm hitting now too that I never used to have a problem with, honestly. I've never had a problem.
What's your T4 economy like? Because I'm growing my T4s while putting 4 out of 4 on every single character. So I'm curious what the T4 economy is like and where you're playing.
I've got 1,000. I've got 1,000, and I was down to 0 for a while. I just recently got a big influx, and I'm at 1,000. It's been a little tight, but I have been kind of going a little too hard on some characters as well.
Yep, I have 1,000 right now, and I'm gonna have to waste use all 1,000 of those on Secret Avengers, on the 2 rework Secret Avengers, and then I'll be out by the time Ronin comes out. But that's if I want to do both of them.
I mean, I'm trying to level stuff, and I'm spending them as fast as I can get them because I just changed alliances. But it's yeah, the T4 economy for me is pretty rough too, and I'm definitely in a different spot than Duelim is.
Ooh, alliance changes are rough, man. When they put you in fresh new lanes, and you're like, "What do? I gotta build for this? This is garbage."
I'm actually in the exact same run I'm in. We just went from 1.4 incursion to 1.6 with Face and Gravy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm still dropping all my T4s into Secret Defenders for Arena.
Yeah, that's where I'm trying to build on my Secret Defenders because, as you guys can see, I'm getting slaughtered in Arena lately. It's just everybody's got Secret Defenders but me. I just got my Black Cat up to 95 finally.
We're not holding anyway, so don't be super happy when you have them built up.
Most of my T4s got ate up by Nowhere during my cat trials.
Yep.
Nowhere in Secret Defenders ate all mine.
Oh yeah.
So
how you're growing Dorky, I don't know.
So Dorky Dad, I'm curious, what do you think about that? This Alpha 5 rumor with Axemen and I keep wanting to say Bionic Avengers, but that's what we were talking about. Axemen and Web Warriors. How do you feel about that?
Good reaction. I absolutely hate it because the teal gear, the origin gear is so scarce, so I absolutely hate it. But you said something that caught my interest, which is that if these tags are only here for the cutting edge time, and it's just the first people going in need to have these characters, then it's like fine. But they have such a bad track record at adding tags to these raids in a timely manner. So I think about the mid game player coming up. I think about people, pushing into those new Alpha 5 or whatever.
And it being for nothing.
Yeah, and they got to build up fucking web warriors. Like, no.
Yeah, and Scopely's not going to announce. They're not going to say, hey, in 3 to 6 months, we're going to be adding tags to those. They're not going to say that because they want people to push in there.
Bank off of FOMO. That's it.
That's it, yeah.
So, for the T4s, the reason why Dorky's growing them, because he's always in top 3 or top 2 raid teams, so he's getting probably 200 more than we are every 2 weeks from the raid season, and then the same thing from the war season as well. He's getting way more. That's how you're
not
growing.
Not to knock it. Everybody's where they're at.
No, yeah, of course.
That's where we are in the economy.
More than that, though. So we're getting 20 a day from the raids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's what's that? 140 on the week, and then we get. How much do we get from the daily challenges?
The
45 a day, is it?
45 a day.
Like
TVA, the TVA store can net you about 60 of them if you buy one every refill.
Yep, that's what I'm buying too.
Fuck off, Sissy. So it's 45 from challenges. You times that by 3. That's 120. That's 135. So right there, that's 270 a week. And then how much? Okay, Red, could you show me the ranked rewards for like top 1% in raids and top 1% more?
So top 1% in raids get like 160, I think.
Yeah.
And war is a lot higher.
That's pretty much like your 1.5 incursions.
Yeah, 1% is 1.5. So go to 1%. Yeah, it's 180. So if you're in the 2% range, you're getting 20 less every 2 weeks. That's kind of negligible.
Yeah. And then you're also getting 2 of them for boss nodes. It adds up over time, but I
and then what about the war? I can't look because my thing's in matchmaking, so I can't look at the.
I think we just started war actually.
I think you're in matchmaking.
Oh, I got one minute left in matchmaking. Yeah.
So
there's also on war win and loss. You get T4s there too, don't you?
Speaking of which, I got to start getting into my Cosmic Crucible. How much time do I got? Okay.
War win and loss you don't get.
Did they take that out? It used to give T4s.
Yeah, that's not a thing. The only thing that's in there is the blue 4 and the blue 5 and gold.
All right, don't laugh at me. I'm mashing buttons in Cosmic Crucible. I got so much stuff to do. We got to do a defense up recording. I got war attacks to do. I don't think I'm even going to get to war attacks today. I'm just going to try and smash through my Crucible real fast.
Well, speaking of Cosmic Crucible, I got my ass kicked by an Axeman hybrid last night in Cosmic Crucible, and I'm in DD3/Masters, so saying Axemen have no value anymore. They still do. I mean, a couple of them. I know, it was funny. I was laughing my ass off. Hey, Ron, I got to bounce. I got to get back to work, but I just wanted to say thanks a lot for having me on the stream, and thanks a lot even more because your video helped me make affiliate yesterday.
Whose video?
Nice.
Your video.
Mine?
On my sleepy ass.
Mine? Sorry. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, get some rest, Heroes World.
I like it.
Hey, man, I'm leaning into it. I'm taking naps every day.
There you go, buddy. There you go. Hey, man, if Amaranth can do it, you can do it. See you later, man.
That's rough. That's cruel.
Hey.
I'll see you.
Hey, Dorky, right after I watched your video on the the losing CC thing, because you have super scrolls and shit like that, I was laughing because I was like, ha, that's a you problem dealing with super scrolls. I have a super scroll in my Diamond 3 round.
No, you got
I'm not going against them today, but I won today, and I'm like, wow, I should just lose. I should just lose out and just not care about winning this week. And I saw the super scroll border, and I went, this is what I get. I deserved this for laughing at Dorky. I deserved this.
He's creeping up on you.
The villain arc is working.
Yeah, for real. Dude, it's literally somebody from that's like 65 million TCP and Diamond 3 from like House of Dormammu, Rem's old alliance, and I'm like, oh, cool. This is gonna be fun.
Is it Yex? Not fun.
I don't know if I'm gonna get through this Red Hulk.
It's Warrior Queen think is their name.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh
That's
my god.
Indy.
Yeah, so
India,
64.3
bro.
million. I have
Rest in
half
peace.
that TCP. So
Rest in peace, bro.
yeah,
Yes,
super
Indy
excited
is
for
the-
that matchup. I'm bringing
White
Hawkeye.
Queen is-
Know it.
You know it. What are you doing, Run? How did you end up here?
I couldn't get the disrupt on the Green Hulk, and so I had to use the deletion on Green
okay.
Hulk instead of Red Hulk. I think I might be able to get him, but it's going to be kind of close.
You're gonna get a clutch blind. You're gonna get a clutch blind.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Let's see.
There it is.
Hopefully, Deathpool doesn't fucking just pass out right here.
You're good. You're good. Dorky, if you weren't aware, Gamma for Run is kind of like Young Avengers for you. It's
Yeah,
Ah.
they're my nemesis, man. I have such a hard time. Everybody comes on stream trying to teach me how to play this game and walk me through it holding my hand.
I was compared to a high school teacher like 2 weeks ago trying to run him through Crucible. Like, okay, why are we doing
Dulam's
special?
actually pretty good at teaching how to play this game. I'll be like, what do I do next? And he's like, what do you think you should do next?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, just tell me.
What button and why?
This is an unusual setup that I've got going on here. Underworld with Dormammu in 1. I've never faced that in 1 before.
Well, you got Eternals, just Eternals that would.
Yeah. Am I
You
doing?
just blow that up.
Am I going Masters of Evil in 5?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
What do
Well,
you have for
hold on.
Wakandans?
Yeah, what do I got for Wakandans is the thing. Connect coming in with the raid. Thank you, Connect. Appreciate that. We've got a bunch of fantastic content creators on voice with me, all laughing at me as I try to do these attacks, halfway blind because I'm in a rush today.
Connect is actually an envoy as well. if you
That's
guys didn't
right.
know.
That's right, Connect. We got room in the content creator chat if you want to jump in there with us.
Yeah, we need more chaos.
Yeah, Mongooli's sitting back there with his microphone muted. He's like, I'm just gonna listen to these guys. I don't know how big an ass I wanna look like when these guys start saying stupid shit and people find out I'm in here. He's just being quiet, hiding.
Start saying stupid shit. We've been saying stupid shit since we got in here.
That's
What do
right.
you
He
mean?
doesn't want anybody to know he's part of this little group.
What's that saying? Like, it's better to be quiet and thought an idiot than actually open your mouth and remove all doubt.
That's exactly right.
I'm just hiding out back here. I'm just happy to be in the room.
Such a cool name, man. Monguli. It really sticks in your head.
He's that quiet kid in the back of the class that's just gonna have a banger joke on what somebody says, and then we're all just gonna be like, "Yep, there's Mongul. Found him."
Mike,
Get them out, quick, gone.
Might drop him out. So where do I want to use Masters of Evil? 4 or 5?
Oh, what do you you get 6,
Yeah,
right?
for 4.
What do you have?
I don't.
That's a thing.
I don't know. I mean, I've got. I'm kind of thinking that I should use Masters of Evil in 4 against this, and then use something else. Like try that. I mean, it's only Phoenix in there, I think, so I could probably still use a Walking Hate on that
Just
unlimited team.
bypass 2 before you do
Wait,
anything
it's
else.
a
We
dog
can,
shit
we
game
can just
mode. It needs to be
get that out of the way
deleted
because
from
you
the
know
game.
Bifrost is going into 2.
Sorry, Mobile Gamer was bitching about Blitz. What were you saying?
Ah, yes. Just do
Your Bifrost.
Death Seed into 2.
Yeah. Do
So
your
you can
best.
get that team out of the way. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't
okay.
have to do it.
This is going to be almost a punch across for me here.
How big is that? Oh, she's GT 16.
Oh,
Okay.
you
you're
changed Magneto to Skirmisher? Look at you. I'm so proud.
good. There you
We did
go.
that. Oh, you know what? Actually, there was a discussion about that in my Discord server, and somebody made such a good point. I was like, I'm gonna have to go change that now. Like, I had to
No
agree
one
with
say
him, and I'm like, I
anything.
better
Let's
change it.
Let's see what Run does here. No one say anything.
All right, Ron, let's see what you got.
I'm not completely inept here. This is the thing. This is the one where I never know what I want to
I'm
do.
not completely inept. Immediately forgets what to do.
What do you think you should
You,
What do you
you,
think you should do?
wanna,
Are you sharing this? Not the right choice.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for making me feel great. Oh, so much for him being a striker or a skirmisher. I don't think that's really where it fell apart, though. I'm kind of thinking that Sylvie was a lot bigger than I'm used to her. Oh, I didn't get the double tap off of Magneto. That's why. Okay.
It's working. You did.
Yep, there you go. Good job.
Nice.
Good job.
I was not expecting that to flip. Hopefully, Dark
30
Beast can
seconds
stay
ago,
alive.
he said he wasn't inept. Good times.
All right, took off the immunity. Nice.
He bled out.
All right, you want to get?
I'm
Don't
thinking.
hit an evade.
No.
Don't hit an evade.
Let him think. No.
I always think that's an unavoidable ultimate. Why do I do that?
Unblockable.
I always think he's unavoidable. I do that like every time.
You know what skill I use the most in this round?
What's that?
Is Psylocke's special. It removes immunity with 5,000% focus.
Right. Do I want to... If I go after Beta Ray Bill, will that copy him with the evade?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and do that. And get my Magneto back in.
Yep.
There we go.
For ulting on Vol early.
Hold. Just hit buttons.
Just spam buttons, Ron. I love it, buddy.
Oh, dude, I'm shocked it's not on auto. Never mind. There it is.
Homie's like, dude, you got me to use this. You got me to get special. Oh, it's gone. Okay, never mind. You're good.
Oh, it's even better. It's even better when people aren't on voice and they're watching with the 10-second delay on the Twitch stream. They're like, no.
They're like, no.
He's sitting at his teacher's desk, just screaming at a fucking laptop, typing.
Did you
What?
auto?
What are you doing? Stop that! No, don't use Fury. What are you doing?
You got a lot of balls. Nice.
I don't care. I need to full clear. I don't need to win. I just need a
So
full
you
clear.
did this the completely wrong and right way and still won. I like that.
Yeah. Well, I was only punching down like 100K, so it wasn't too bad.
Don't laugh at that. My opponent punched down 500K of my Bifrost and lost.
500K Bifrost?
Dude. Jet
I thought
Seed
that-
versus Rebirth in 2 is ridiculous.
Should I just go ahead and use my Eternals in here now on 1?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
No, take your Eternals just in case.
Okay, so I'm thinking Masters of Evil in 4. I don't have a very big Masters of Evil.
What would you
Not a
do?
very big Wakanda, though. What else could you do?
You said
Well,
yes.
I don't know what else works against Wakanda.
It looks like you have a giant nowhere.
Oh, I forget Nowhere exists.
They spawn with defense up, right?
Okay, let's try that.
Wait, don't do it yet. I haven't done it yet. I've not forgot about this matchup before. What are you doing?
Oh, hey, take this one, Dorky. Now you get to test a true run. Congratulations.
There you go.
Dorky's a little new to this. You got to be careful what you mention to run 7 because he'll just click buttons and go for it.
Dorky, if
Okay.
you confidently say something, he's going to be in the match before you can talk him out of it.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
Nowhere looks good to this. Click.
This focus fire is not the best for you right
Yeah,
now.
well, Korg gets the taunts, that's fine. Good thing Korg is only level 75 and won't live through this.
Yeah, this is
then
stage
Nathan.
4 with all the offense ups, right?
And Black
Yeah.
Panther killed the cause.
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be okay. No, he's not.
There we go.
No, yeah, he's
All right, now this will strip the immunity first, won't it?
No.
No, it's not only in war?
Yeah.
Only in
So-
Well, they all have immunity. This is garbage.
No, throw it at OG
No,
anyway.
Not at all. Not
Throw it at
any
OG anyway?
fucking
Okay.
planet.
Yeah.
How come it flipped those?
Blind Okoye.
Huh.
Special
It
Okoye.
flips. It flips 2, I think. It doesn't flip everything.
Ability block. Yep.
Well, he's got immunity. Oh, I guess.
Doesn't matter. There's the immunity.
Oh, okay.
When you do Wacky Workout Wednesdays and the last team you did was Nowhere,
I didn't read their kits either.
or might be dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, this bad change. Bad change.
Yeah.
Bad
This
change.
is. Hold on. No, you're good. You're good. You may be good. You're good.
Cosmo for the win. Get a
You
big
can-
heal
you
off.
can, special on Shuri.
And then you're gonna Nova ult on Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Let's pray your Nova has big one.
There we go. That's better.
Hold on.
You're not out yet. You're not out yet.
Can still ruin you. You relax, guy. Nakia can still ruin your day.
What do you have him as? Skirmisher or healer?
Healer.
Okay, use the heal.
Heal. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't give speed outside.
Nikia.
Oh, yeah.
The vulnerable's still gonna go there. It's not like Cosmo's gonna take it. It's fine.
All right. You're gonna base
You need to focus down 1 million.
Yeah, no. Now that
Yeah,
you've
you
done
don't want him.
Now that I've chosen this
nice.
course.
You got Korg.
You got the 50%. Look at you.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Special. Good.
I knew what I was doing, guys. Like, geez. Come on.
I told you, Nova is a hard counter to Wakanda.
Man, you.
Ron got 9 points for that room. That's solid.
I really need to make more time to watch everybody's Cosmic Crucible content. Those are the only videos I tend to skip because there's so many people putting out so much Cosmic Crucible content. I don't have time to watch it all. I really need to start watching more of those. I used to be really good at war because I would watch, Mobile Gamer's videos, his war videos, because I would watch the content creators' war videos and I actually learn how those kits work and stuff. I need to go back to watching that stuff.
I can save you some time.
Just look at the video. If there's no defenses that confuse you, you don't have to watch it.
Right. And I've been saving my attacks where I do everything right and I do a good job. I've been saving those screenshots and stuff to remind me, oh yeah, I'm supposed to use this team and taking some notes and whatever. But it's kind of insane that I actually have to do my homework on a video game. Like that's
Run. I can save you some time. You're never gonna find a video with Nowhere versus Wakanda, so you don't need to go look for that.
I mean, MSF Church may have it. You never know.
I don't think I have a Walking Hate saved anymore.
But you can Master the Evil list now.
Just MOE now.
Oh, that's right. We didn't use MOE. Okay.
Dude, you didn't use MOE. A goldfish. I swear to God.
Do I want to sub anybody out to make this team a little bit more powerful? I have a Black Cat with no other secret defenders or something. I don't know. Just anything that I want to sub out.
Use Black Cat in Infinity Watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black
Cat Infinity Watch kills all the revive once on spawn.
Wait, you still have Tangled Web? Dude, what are you doing? You have so much.
Welcome to Crucible with Run 7.
He is the most set he's ever been, guys.
Let's go for the ability block here, and then what am I going to do about... Yeah.
Ability block Dazzler, use Moonstone on Gambit, and you win the game.
Don't summon with Ultron.
Yeah.
Don't summon with Ultron. Good idea.
Because Gambit will ping you on every single turn.
Should I go here with the slows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Summoning with Ultron.
Whoa! I didn't expect that to happen. I didn't expect that to happen.
Don't summon. Don't
summon.
Don't you dare.
It gets your Moonstone killed if you summon.
Yeah, you want to
die anyway.
Moonstone?
I didn't realize that Phoenix was so small. That was a mistake there.
Special, yeah. Your Moonstone's gonna die, but at least you get the trauma disrupt here.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Trauma stun, whatever.
It's all right. Kang's about to get banging. You're gonna be good. Yeah, if you have a ridiculous ass Kang, this match is almost.
I don't. I'm still shopping for Kang shards.
You're good. Bink. And here comes the ultimate. Target a vulnerable, please.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh. How big is your Kang?
Not big.
I think he's only 5 or 6 stars. I think he's actually 6 stars.
No.
Now can I summon?
No.
No, you want to get rid of her because
she's got the ability block. Should I go after Sunfire?
Yeah.
Dazzler's got defense down anyway.
Because he's going to give them all offense up, and Gambit's going to get an offense up and ping you to death, so...
Dude, what? Can we start a GoFundMe for Kang shards for Run 7?
I don't ask my viewers for help. Not in
GoFundMe for
spending on the game. Oh, my Kang is gone!
There you go.
Thank goodness Titania's going into DD6.
There you go.
Dude, thank God you didn't summon. The amount of bot turns that would have happened and Gambit things into you, holy shit.
Would have just...
Oh, so the summon's why I keep having problems with that matchup. Okay.
Yeah, because every single summon turn, Gambit pings.
Okay, so this is the biggest team. This is just a pain in the ass, but it's not that big a deal. I was thinking about saving Apocalypse for the Infinity Watch match so they don't spawn with the safeguard.
Stop it. You stop it right. You have Apocalypse, you have Tangled Web, you have Eternal apparently, you have Black Cat right now. You just stop talking about it being difficult. You throw Eternals at this, you freaking hit auto. You put Kestrel Eternals, you walk away.
Yep, Kestrel Eternals and two other dipshits, and it's over.
Okay, just to prove that this new Web Warrior tag is everything we want it to be, we're going to do exactly as Dorky asked. We're going to put them in there, and we're going to hit auto.
Watch them both
or you
die.
Hit fight, save the squad.
Yeah, bro. Well, this is the first time I've come across Underworld in here. All right, hands off the wheel. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah, good thing we took in Kestrel when to deny the summons to double tap off of Dorky.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
Or
The Web Warriors are pretty questionable, but
nah, the Web Warriors are a better choice of this.
Are you gonna at least target the?
No, you said throw it on auto. I'm following Dorky Dad's instructions, and if I lose this match, I'm gonna post the video saying Dorky Dad screwed me over in Cosmic Crucible. Don't ever listen to this villain Scopely shill.
You're such a bad faith troll, Mr. Seven.
And it's still gonna win, so what does it even matter?
Dormammu's gonna ult here because he's not targeting Dormammu.
Dormammu is just
He's
fine.
purposely
Yeah,
not
he's targeting them all last.
He's literally going last.
Wait, did you did?
Wait, why did it skip? No, Run, you're targeting. You must be focus targeting this because it goes middle, right back, right left.
I hit auto. I didn't touch anything.
Take out Kestrel so you can double tap.
All right.
Christ.
Yeah, that would have worked without the Kestrel in it, actually, wouldn't it? It would have double tapped.
Summons and throw Kestrel in there.
Okay, and 3 Web Warriors. That was the problem. We didn't have enough Web Warriors in there. Now we got 3. Punk, of course, one of the best Web Warriors also. So we got to make sure he goes in there.
You could have at least done Noir. Didn't you build Noir?
Yes, chat made me build Noir. I had to take Noir from level 1 to gear tier 17.
I'm starting to take Noir to DD6, actually.
All right, it's auto. Here we go.
Oh, look at that. The summons worked.
Well, we got rid of some of them that time.
He's still not gonna. The revive, he's not targeting it. I don't know what's gonna happen here.
We got a Billy block on Mr. Negative. That's not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing at all.
That's actually a really good thing. Oh, chain left. Kill Dormammu. Nope.
Nope.
Never mind.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh my god. Oh, it didn't stun it. It didn't stun it, Chris. You're good.
You're fine.
Oh,
got rid of Dormammu. I think we got this time. We needed more Web Warriors. That's what the problem was.
Right.
Dude, I'm gonna laugh if you lose this to
Problem is
Kingpin.
you're playing the
Solo.
game.
I'm gonna laugh if you lose this to Kingpin. Oh my Christ.
Yeah,
oh my god. Okay, I got a target to get through this one. We'll do the same thing, but I got a target to get through this time.
Yeah, or don't bring Web Warriors. Maybe just don't bring Web Warriors.
Maybe for somebody else. Okay. My opponent's gonna look at me and be like, "What an idiot!"
Bring Omega Red.
Omega Red. Yeah, I can bring in Omega Red. That's fine.
Omega Red, Captain Sam, Shang-Chi, whatever.
Yeah, we'll put in Scarlet Witch there.
There you go.
Oh man. Just Russian roulette every match, yeah. Yeah. See how it goes.
He's just testing out the sim feature for raids for us.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
I don't understand on that one attempt why it went to the front right and front left before. I thought sim defaulted to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions.
Yeah, I don't know. Beats the hell out of me.
That's way above my pay grade there, bud. You're gonna have to dumb it down for me a little bit.
Minions, didn't it?
Like when you position your characters and it's like front, then it's back right, back left. That's position 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you auto, that's the order in which it's supposed to target. But when he was doing his first attack, it went for Mr. Negative first, but then it went for Kingpin in the front.
Wow.
Right, which is that's not how it's supposed to
Yeah,
go.
I'm definitely going to write in a ticket and ask for some credits back. I think I deserve 160,000 TVA credits for that mistake for sure.
Yeah, only 5 days and 3 replays per day.
It's always funny when you think you're really like intelligent at the game, you have a lot of the core concepts down and stuff like that, and then you hear Dorky talk for like 30 seconds, and you're like, "Wow, I'm fucking stupid. What did he just say
right now?"
Like, what did he just say?
And then he says,
"Auto
"Bring
target
Kestrel
in this
in."
order, huh?"
And then he says to bring Kestrel in. So it's kind of a double standard. We go both ways.
That's true. Yeah, it's like
bring
a
Black Cat in.
pendulum swings left and right super fast.
Yeah.
Wait. Bring 99 in.
99 in instead of maybe Doom.
Yeah. And then when you start right,
punch down
you just stun you have to stun Gomorrah because Gomorrah is going to steal the death rules from Black Cat if she takes the turn.
Oh, that's right. Black Cat comes in with a pilot. I left Kestrel out because I didn't,
Fury.
Yeah, Fury out because I didn't want the death proofs off of him. I hate having to basic with Fury.
The funniest is when you bring in APOC, and then you bring in the Eternals, and then you bring in Loki, so Cersei goes first, and then they dodge the Cersei hit, and you always forget about it. That's my favorite.
So what do you guys think about Gangster KT talked about gear tier 17.5? What do you guys think about that?
I mean, it goes against what everybody always says, where it's like, hey, don't build these people until you're fully ready to take them in to DD6 or wherever you're building them, because you could be putting gear on these people, and then the next patch, before you even get enough gear to take them fully up, the next patch could be a better tune that has the same unique or the same gear tier, that gear piece that you're missing. So
it's but the benefit you're getting even from just that one piece of gear, I don't know, it kind of makes it worthwhile, it seems.
I agree. I think it's worthwhile. It's just,
so if you're planning on taking that character into DD6, then would you consider putting that piece in ahead of schedule, knowing that later you're going to be putting it in anyway?
Yeah, like I did it on Photon and Ms. Marvel.
It's really character dependent, I think, because there are some characters where you're getting enough value out of them that even if they're not the best thing in DD6 at the moment, you can still use them in a lot of other places. There are some characters though where if you waste that tune, you're screwed. You just hurt yourself for a couple of weeks.
Right.
Well, let me stop you there, because Quicksilver is one of my favorite characters in the game, one of the best characters in the game. I will not equip that piece to Quicksilver because I need those uniques for big time, and getting 25 chromiums doesn't happen overnight. It could literally be a different
big time to DD6.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, it's going to take you weeks to earn those units back up if you spend them on the wrong character.
Yeah, I don't agree with this. Put it on.
That's weeks, and if you're refreshing the War Store during those weeks to be able to get that many back.
Okay. I got to drop this down. We're going to switch over to this window, and then I've got something. Where was it? Let's go over to the test account and bring these up real fast. So we're going to be going over Jay Wade's defense in War. We haven't done a War defense up in a long time. Let's get this one here. And then, so what you guys are saying is this is a nifty trick to take note of with the 17.5, but for the most part, it's going to be incredibly dependent on when and where you spend that, and just be very careful because you can gain a lot of value out of it, but you could also put yourself in a corner with entry into DD6.
I think it's only worth it on tunes that you know 100% you're taking to DD6, like a Kang, like a Vol, like a Photon, a Ms. Marvel, and the benefit is there, because I've noticed for some tunes it's like, oh, this one gets 100,000 health and 9,000 damage, and then another tune gets like 25,000 health and like 800 damage. So it's really dependent. You have to look. But
what do I
I don't think there's a blanket statement just right across the board. I think you need to look at it for each individual tune specifically.
Yeah, where their viability is, or you could just wait for a Dorky Dad video.
I think Boylan was saying that I think they were talking about in that video that it doesn't work the same way on older characters.
Nope.
But that these new, like, I'm kind of curious how. Like, I would expect every character in the game to get, like, the same kind of percentage benefit from each piece and the upgrade to the tier. So it was kind of weird to me to go, wait a minute, so older characters get only this much from this piece, but the rest of it on the tier upgrade, like, it was so complicated and strange to me. So
that's really weird for a Scopely game.
Yeah, to be complicated and not understood with no information. Can you imagine that? It's almost like they want us to make have an accident and then have to spend money to fix that problem, right? I can't imagine why.
The audacity?
Crazy.